Hello everyone and good day. Today is the 15th of May and I wanted to show you the dollar versus the Canadian here because I just initiated a bearish position here it's probably been a bit prematurely because I actually defined the trigger level at 27.14, right? So I was supposed to wait until price breaks below the 27.14. But I decided that it's not a must, right? It's not a must, probably recommended, but it's not a must, mostly because of the technical picture, which is very sound. So let me walk you through and show you what's going on. So in order to take you, really deep, I have to show you the weekly chart. And here you can actually spot, I'm referring to the black setup, right? The black system. And you can see there is a medium age kind of trading range that's already consists of 3 legs. Now the third leg was quite interesting. It reached all the way to the top level, 31.18, right? Taking the previous highs. And then, of course, basically beginning to turn around of what seems to be building up the fourth leg, right? Fourth leg that should have landed around, in the lower part. So it actually began on the right momentum, but then, as you can see, right in the middle of the range, it went for an upside correction. Now here's where it becomes really interesting, right? I'm talking about this upside movement that crossed back the 27.14 here, right? It crossed back 27.14 and it reached exactly this level here, 29.82. That purple dotted line is actually the last level of correction, 76.4 in relation to the previous downside move, right? Which I think it is the first downside segment of what may become the fourth leg, right? And I think that this recent upside move was just a local correction, mostly because it reached that last 76.4 level and completely bounced off, right? So I'm going to take you again to the daily chart so we can look at this more closely. This is where price on the upside reached that 29.82, and as you can see, it started to fold back. Now I think it's just the beginning of the next downside segment. Now the next downside segment has the potential not only to break the 27.14, but to take price all the way to the lower part, right, of the black system, starting with a level of 22.63. Now, in this case, we actually have 2 targets, very strong targets. The first one is the 22.63, and even one which is even more important, that belongs to the monthly setup. There is actually here a bigger setup coming from the monthly chart, and that's its major key level, 21.16. So in the long-term perspective, medium to long-term, we can definitely aim all the way to 21.16. But I'm also going to focus very, very closely on that level 22.63, right? So we got 2 very important targets, but these are long-term targets. That's a classic swing move, as we hope to catch the rest of the way to the lower part of the setup, right? Stop loss level is, as you can see, placed at 130.50, which is well above that same level, 76.4, which we're going to use as defense right there, okay? So there you go, new bearish position on the dollar versus the Canadian. I actually promised you that we're going to be very much involved with the dollar versus the Canadian, so there you go. All right, see you in the next one.